With this presentation, I'll give an overview of price list units of measurement and the significance of them with regards to estimating. If we go to settings or setup, price list units, you'll see a bunch of units here. Now, this control column determines what rounding algorithm is used with each unit of measurement. You'll notice that unit repeats 3 times here. The first one, using algorithm A, does nothing. It just leaves the quantity unchanged in the bill of quantity. Number 2, or B, rounds up to the next full number. So if, for example, you've done a calculation, you have something similar to bedding sand, for example, and it says you want 10.25 cubic meters. If you've got rounding algorithm B attached to that, it will round it up to the next full cubic meter. So B is a very commonly used one, particularly when you use things like trench mesh and slab mesh and so forth, because they need to be rounded up to the next purchasable quantity, which is the next full number. Bricks, that converts to 1,000, which is algorithm F. When you look at meters, we have that repeats 4 times here. The first one is the exact number of meters, no rounding at all. Linear measurement, round up to 0.1 to the next 0.1 of a meter, round up to the next 0.2 of a meter, round up to the next 0.3 of a meter. Timber's purchased in increments of 0.3, particularly hardwood. So it would depend on which algorithm was attached to the item in the price list that would determine how the quantity would be rounded in the bill of quantity. These are fairly self-explanatory if you just work your way through them and read the little note beside them or the method of rounding. One important thing is the order in which they appear here. You can sort these by grouping them by the algorithm that's used for the rounding mechanism. You can order them by the order. You can put them in alphabetical order. So these colored headings have indexes on them, and that allows you to switch those indexes to whatever order you want to put them in. So if you need further explanation about units of measurement, if you click on the help videos here, and I would suggest you go to look at this price list overview video, which gives a much more in-depth explanation about things like groups and units of measurements and so forth. So that's about all that needs to be known about units of measurement. So before you apply a unit of measurement to any item in the price list, and every item in the price list must have a unit of measurement, give a thought to how you want that item rounded in the bill of quantities, and choose the appropriate one with the appropriate control on it in order to have that rounding algorithm used with the rounding of each of the items in the price list. That's the end of this presentation.